Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Philippines, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Para sa pagbabago, sawa na ang bayan ko sa magnanakaw na tao. Madilim na kahapon.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Philippines, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. We may now take our seats. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the inauguration of the Port Operations Building here in Dumaguete City, Negros Oriental. To formally begin our program, may we call on Philippine Ports Authority General Manager J. Daniel Santiago for his welcome remarks.
Isang mapagpala at magandang araw po sa ating mahal na Pangulo, Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Karangalan po namin ang inyong pagdalo sa ating pagpapasinaya ng Port Operations Building ng Port of Dumaguete ngayong araw. Karangalan din po namin ang makasama sila Senator Bongo, Sir. Labor Secretary Silvestre Bello III, Sir. PCOO Secretary Martin Andanar, Sir. Presidential Spokesperson Secretary Harry Roque, Sir. Presidential Legal Advisor Secretary Sal Panelo, Sir. Presidential Advisor for the Visayas Secretary Mike Dino, Sir. At ang aming ama sa kagawaran ng transportasyon, Secretary Arthur Tugade, Sir. Lubos din po naming ikinagagalak na makasama ngayong araw ang ating mga opisyal at kinatawan mula sa lokal na pamahalaan, lalo na po dito sa Dumaguete City, si Mayor Ping Remolyo, Sir. Mga kapwa lingkod bayan at ang ating mga kaibigan mula sa media, muli magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Isa sa mga mahigpit na tagubili ng ating mahal na Pangulo, nang manungkulan tayo sa pwesto noong 2016, ay ang gawing komportable ang buhay ng sambayan ng Pilipino. Sa patnubay po ng DOTR, ginawa ng Philippine Ports Authority ang lahat ng makakaya nito upang tuparin ang mandatong ito at siguraduhin ang kaunlaran ay nararamdaman hanggang sa kanayunan. Ngayong araw, patunay ang proyektong ito na ating pasyasinayaan sa pagtupad sa adhikain ng ating mahal na Pangulo. Bilang pagpapakita rin ng ating matibay na pagtalima sa kanyang kautusan, ay nagawa nating matapos ang pagtatayo nitong two-story Port Operations Building na ito sa gitna ng pandemya. Itinuturing ang Port of Dumaguete na isa sa mga pinakaabalang pantalan na sakop ng PPA Port Network. Unang-una dahil nasa sentro ito ng turismo at kalakalan sa Visayas at pinag-uugnay nito ang mga karatig lugar tulad ng Siquijor, Bohol, Cebu at Zamboanga del Norte. At ngayon, mas magiging maayos, maganda at komportable na ang serbisyo ng Port of Dumaguete para sa ating mga mananakay, isang hakbang muli tungo sa pagsasakatuparan ng ating hangarin na mapabuti ang kalidad ng pamumuhay ng ating mga kababayan. Makakaasa po kayong magpapatuloy ang PPA sa pagbibigay ng lahat ng aming makakaya upang pagsikapan pang maitaas ang antas ng aming serbisyo sa bayan, tungo sa mas komportable at maginhawang buhay para sa lahat. Maraming salamat po at muli isang magandang araw sa ating lahat.
Thank you, GM Santiago. At this juncture, may we enjoin everyone to witness the unveiling of the marker of the Port Operations Building here at the Port of Dumaguete City, Negros Oriental. may we request the President, together with Department of Transportation Secretary Arthur Tugade, Presidential Assistant for the Visayas Secretary Michael Lloyd Dino, Dumaguete City Mayor Ipe Rimolyo, and Senator Bongo to proceed at the center stage to lead the ceremonial unveiling of the marker. Ready, Mr. President? On the count of three. 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much, Mr. President. We may now take our seats. At this point, may we call on Department of Transportation Secretary Arthur Tugade to introduce our guest of honor.
Fellow Filipinos, ladies and gentlemen, it is my esteemed honor and pleasure na ipakilala ko sa inyo at ihatag ang isang tunay na Pilipino na buong pusong nagmamahal sa kapwa Pilipino. Ang ating Pangulo ng Republika ng Pilipinas, President Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Kindly sit down. Salamat po. Transportation Secretary Arthur Tugade, Labor Secretary Silvestre Bello III, Presidential Communications Secretary Martin Andanar, Presidential Spokesman Harry Roque, Chief Presidential Legal Counsel Salvador Panelo, Presidential Assistant for the Visayas Michael Lloyd Dino, Senator Bongo. Ito ba si Senator Bongo? Pababa kami sa aeroplano. Sabi niya na, Sir, may hingin sana ako sa iyo ng pabor. Sabi ko, ano? Sabi niya, medyo it leaves a bad taste in the mouth, malayo pa, pero ikaw na lang ang magsabi sa kanila. Sabihin ko, ang totoo talaga, isang bagay lang, sabihin daw sa inyo, gusto niya maging presidente. Negros Oriental 2nd District Representative Manuel Sagabaria. Philippine Ports Authority General Manager J. Daniel Santiago. Negros Oriental Governor Roel Digamo. We were together, I think, yesterday. Negros Oriental Vice Governor Mark Macias. Bohol Province Governor Arton Yap. Eastern Samar Governor Ben Everdone. Yes, sir. Dumaguete City Mayor Felipe Antonio Rimulo. I would have, if I had the time, hindi kasi ako sanay magbasa ng speech. Not because I want to waste your time, pero gusto ko kasi magsalita ng galing lang sa puso, but for want to by space sa ating panahon, gipit yung schedule, basahin ko na lang rin yung prepared speech. We are gathered today for the inauguration of another successful project aimed at enhancing the seamless connectivity of our islands, promoting more vibrant trade and tourism, bringing growth to the countryside. Despite the pandemic, this new port operations building at the Dumaguete port of Dumaguete was completed on October 15, 2020. Through the combined efforts of the Department of Transportation, the Philippine Ports Authority, and the concerned agencies and partners of government. This 114 million two-story facility which includes the port integrated clearinghouse conducive to office spaces for PPA Dumaguete employees and a pre-departure area capable of accommodating another 500 passengers, is expected to raise over 13 million pesos annually in passenger terminal fee collection. It will allow the public to enjoy a spacious and comfortable pre-departure area. Further, it will provide our PPA Dumaguete employees, regulatory agencies, and other offices to be located here the state-of-art facilities of monitoring and facilitating the efficient arrival or departure of passengers. I will cut my speech para ipakilala ko lang sa inyo. Baka sabihin na, sino yung tao niya nakaupo niya sa stage? Are they invited guests or are they... si Bongo, he has maybe Michael Dino. You know, we are really very lucky. Sa totoo lang. Hindi ako nagkamali. Nung estudyante kami, ito si Tugade, nagtatrabaho na sa Delgado Shipping. One of the top executives there. He was my classmate sa law school. And he was the valedictorian sa San Beda College of Law. Sa aming batch. Kaya sabi ko ito, pag pumayag ito, nakunin ko. He was the manager of Clark. Napunta ako, napasyal ako doon. Sabi ko sa kanya na balang araw. He was quite a bit nagvacillate. Eventually, I was able to convince him to do his part in nation building. Lahat dito, airport pati yung mga ports natin, magaganda na sa panahon niya. I was able to improve. Cebu has a splendid airport and other ports of authority. Hindi na nga naman maliit, malaki, napaganda niya. So, hindi ako I'm just saying na ganun ka talent itong tao na ito. And the other one is Mark Villar. He's responsible for the Skyway now. And if you go out of Luzon and travel towards the north, makita mo a long stretch of highway. Simentado. Talagang maganda. So, he is not here but gusto ko lang purihin yung tao kasi dapat naman talaga. Dito sa Godso si Sal Panelo. Sal Panelo is the lawyer. Ito yung siyang mga abogado ng mga artista. Totoo. yung mga iskandalo, nag-aaway, kanya yan lahat. High profile ito si Sal. And maybe he would make a good senator someday. Harry Roque, I'm sure you know him. Ayan. Then we have Martin Andanar, and the hard-working fellow sa Labor Department, handling any and all kinds of problems regarding our overseas workers. Bebot Belio. I don't know if he's interested to run for senator or maybe baka doon sa kanila yung tatakbo. He's from Isabela. Alam mo, sa cabinet, dalawa lang kaming Bisaya dyan. Lahat yan sila puro Ilocano na. Because there are 12 military men, ex-military, retired, sa harap namin sa cabinet. At nandito kami sa kabila. Ganon. And all of them, or most of them, kasi matag, all except for one, puro mga Ilocano ito. At mahusay. Yan ang masabi ko sa inyo. As we venture into our several projects nationwide, let me reiterate the importance of completing all infrastructure projects on time and if possible within my administration with the least inconvenience to the public and with the strict adherence to the highest standards of honesty and integrity to prevent corruption. You know, hindi naman ako nagmamagaling. Ordinaryo lang ako na tao. I do not have the credentials like most of the guys here in front of you. Ako, ordinaryo lang, 75 lang talaga ako. But itong lahat ng mga cabinet members ko, including the military, mga valedictorians, yung mga summa cum laude, nakakaawa na kasi utosan ko lang yan sila lahat. At alam nila yung, well, hindi naman, they do not need to be reminded, but yung corruption, ayaw. Yung lahat ng sa airport yung nakaitim na immigration, I fired all of them, 43. Customs, 73. DPWH, karamihan dyan yung mga district engineer. And I am gunning for more. Kaya sabi ko sa kanila, hindi naman ako nagpamakalinis, pero corruption sa pera. Sabi ko sa kanila na noon pa, pag-umpisa pa, do not blame me. I told you in the beginning that I hate corruption. Kaya mag-corrupt kayo, pati ako madali. That's a problem. Naumpisahan ko na. I've been mayor for 23 years sa Davao City. 4 years ako congressman. 3 years ako congressman. 3 years ako vice mayor ng anak ko, si Inday. Then, wala akong talo sa politika. Since 1988, diretso na hanggang ngayon. Kaya ako mahiya sa tao. I mean, the confidence and trust that the people have reposed on me. Baski yun na lang ang anuhin ko. But in any way, sa Davao, sa awa ng Diyos, wala talaga. And look what is Davao today. It's in a far place called Mindanao. It's a troubled land. But we are thriving. That's because walang corruption doon. Magaganda yung daan. Ayaw ko, yung mayor ngayon, lalo na. As we gradually reopen our society and economy to recover from the pandemic, I would like to remind the transportation sector and the traveling public to continuously observe public health and safety protocols, especially in the public transportation facilities. Ito nga ang nakaproblema. I'm in a quandary, really. Insisting on the observance of protocols. Pero makita mo naman sa Quiapo, sa mga bus, hindi masusunod eh. Lisod ga ayo sundon kay daghang tao, but 9 million or so people are there in the urban areas. Basing maglakaw lang, even if the mere fact of just walking, you have to navigate yourself to a throng of people. Pero kayo na lang ang mag-intindi niyan because that is really the advice also of the WHO. So galing ito sa kanila. Kamu na lang magtimpla-timpla kung saan ninyo. Kayang mask, actually, face shield, baski magkatabi kayo, it is sufficient gadget to protect you. Ako, dili ko nag-mask o nagkasulti kay mura kagbuang. Time is the... So, tinatanggal ko talaga. We have yet to fully implement our national vaccination program. Prior to this, increased mobility must be done with utmost caution and responsibility. Now, this is the devil and the deep blue sea tayo. But I have to reopen the economy. I've given a timetable of just weeks. We cannot forever be in the strict protocols because we have to open the economy. People are hungry. People, they have to work, to eat, to survive. So, hindi ko malaman kung saan ako pumunta. But I said the economy must be opened in a short while. Cannot be na puno. Kaya kung paspasan niyang bakuna, total nang umabot na. Kung makita ko na mag-abot na ng milyon ang na-vaccinated, then probably especially around the towns and big cities, okay na. But hanggang ngayon, I am, as I said, in a quandary of what to do. It is only when everyone's full cooperation that the nation can effectively contain the spread of COVID-19 and triumph against the pandemic. With these concerted efforts, I am confident that we will emerge a strong nation. Walang ibang sekreto dyan. Swabbing. So that you would know. The problem is, I have to talk to the medical. Kasi hindi ko malaman kung if there is something that is really stupid going around. Kasi yung iba, magpa-swab ka, positive ka. But just to confirm, people go to another swabbing station at magpa-swab, negative. And that is contributing to the parang ano ng tao. They are not comfortable with the system that we're having now. So I have to get to call these people again and sabihin ko, ano ba talaga itong put? Kasi false positive, false negative. Hindi mo malaman, ano ba ito, totohanan? Iba yan dyan, peke. So, I will have to order the police again. Wala akong ibang mas utusan. Hindi ko mautusan yung mga doktor. I have to order the police and the military to find out and arrest these people. At saka yan napapabili ng bakuna. Nako. Huwag ka sanang mahuli. Pag nahuli ka, patawag kita sa Malacanang. Ngayon, 2 pages pa pala. Kuya, itong Navy. Navy yan eh. Mayor George Reyes. Sir, I'm sorry. 2 pages pala to. Mayor Fritz Diaz. Mayor Galicano Truta. Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Mayor Ike Amorganda. Ako, buwapo gidi ay. Mayor Janice Digamo, ma'am. Mayor Susano Ruperto, mga kasama sa gobyerno. And Negros Oriental 3rd District Representative Arturo Teves po. Sir, sorry ha, 2 ka pages na eh. Ikaduha pang stop na ko ani, ikatulon. Naapa ko yung tulo sa Davao. So I have 3 here, then I fly back. And ganun ka tight ang schedule ko. Maraming salamat sa inyong tanan.
Thank you, Mr. President.
For the lapses, kayo na ako magpapinsa. I have to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our program. Daghang salamat, President Duterte. Gihigugma kanamo diri sa Dumaguete. Again, ladies and gentlemen, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.